Shout out to the Tyla fans all around the world. I'm so excited to be talking about Tyla today and her recent release of her newest single, Chanel. I absolutely love the song and I really wanted to talk about it in its own separate video, but it's just so much data that I also want to talk about because I definitely feel like Tyla is in some ways proving her haters wrong. People who feel like, I don't know why, like people just have so many different issues with Tyla. Some may be warranted, some differences may be warranted, but at the end of the day, I feel like Tyla is one of the newest, most talented artists that we have, the youngest ones of her generation. And I love what she does. And I'll say what I love and I'll say what I don't love. And I happen to love this song way more than I thought I was. It's definitely something you can keep on repeat. And honestly, to really test it, I did not listen to the song as soon as it was released. I waited a whole week for the song to be out. And that's one of the only negative things I'll have to say about it, is that I wasn't in a rush to listen to it because we heard the preview for so long on social media. So I just wasn't in a rush. You know, I'm never in a rush to get tired of things that I like these days. So I wasn't in a rush, but when I listened to it for the first time, I never took it off of repeat. So it's currently my theme song in the shower for like 45 minutes every day. Okay. Tyla's just super beautiful. I love like everything about the song, even though it's very repetitive, and that's something that sometimes I don't like in things that artists want to be hits. But I feel like this song is still really great, even though the chorus is repetitive. I'm not bothered by it at all. So in my quest to talk about Tyla more on my channel, this video will be centered around the commercial performance of Chanel, and then I will be doing follow-up videos soon about this current state of Tyla's career and more of what I like versus what I don't like. So I really hope that you make it to the end of this video. Shout out to you if you're a Tyla fan. If you're not so much a Tyla fan and you still care about what I have to say about her, I really do effing appreciate you guys, because like I said, like earlier this year, I want to talk more about things, songs, and artists that I love versus what I don't love. And here is my quest in putting my money where my mouth is. Now, don't get too comfortable for Tyla fans, because as many good things that I have to say about her, I might say some things that you don't like either. But I'll let you know about that in the videos where that'll be. In this video, I want to stick mainly to the facts. So let's go, because there's a lot of them.
Reasons that you gotta put in Chanel.
So, Tyla Chanel becomes the first song in history to simultaneously debut at #1 on the US and UK Afrobeats singles charts. Shout out to the UK and US fans. Y'all did what y'all had to do. Chanel is now Tyla's highest debut on Apple Music South Africa, surpassing Is It. Is It debuted at number 80, whereas Chanel debuted at number 55. So she's doing good. Her debuts are getting higher and higher. And this is on her home country, right? So that's important. Now, here is Tyla's biggest solo debuts on Spotify. So what this post is compares Tyla's recent singles, or her highest debuting singles, to each other. So for example, Bliss debuted with 921,000, right? Whereas Chanel got 1.03 million, and this is all over the world in the first day on Spotify. And Is It got 1.27 million. So Is It still top Chanel in terms of first day streams? But what's good is that Chanel is even in the top 3. Push to Start should be #1, no shade. Let me know what country and city you guys are streaming from. Here are more impressive stats that we will continue to explore in this video. Tyla Chanel marks the first solo song to reach #1 on the Billboard US Afrobeat Songs chart since her own Push to Start in 2024. The first solo song by any artist to reach #1 on Billboard's US Afrobeat Songs chart. So Push to Start was the first to do so since her own Water in 2023. No artist other than Tyla has had a solo #1 hit in 166 weeks on the US Afrobeat Songs chart. So that's good, because she is making strides in the United States, which is one of the biggest markets in the world. And what's really impressive is that although Tyla is from South Africa, she is performing well globally. Tyla is an international superstar. So she is dominating and making her presence known in the US market, and that's really important. But it's also a symptom of why she also gets so much hate. But just know that with a lot of hate comes a lot of love. So Tyla Chanel is the first new #1 hit of 2025 on the Billboard US Afrobeat Songs chart. Chanel becomes the first song in history to simultaneously debut at #1 on the US and UK single songs charts. First solo song in history. the first song in history to debut at number one in two different countries. Here is another stat from a feature that Tyla did just before Chanel was released. Molly and Tyla's Body Go debuted at number 9 on Billboard's US Afrobeat Songs chart. So I wanted to include that even though it's not something for Chanel, but it's what Tyla's been up to recently. This shows that Tyla has the most number one hits of any artist in the Billboard's US Afrobeat Songs chart. So she has 3 number ones on this chart, 21 songs in total on the chart, and 15 top 10 hits. Do let me know if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns. Chanel is the first new number one hit of 2025 on the Billboard US Afrobeat Songs chart. That's so interesting because 2025 is almost over, but Chanel becomes the first new number one hit. So it's the only song to debut at number one on Billboard's US Afrobeat Songs chart. Now, Chanel broke the record for highest debut for a solo song on the Billboard US Afrobeat Songs chart, surpassing Burna Boy's City Boys. Chanel becomes the first song in history to simultaneously debut at number one on the US and UK Afrobeat Songs chart. Tyla breaks her own record and now holds the top 2 highest debuting songs of 2025 on the Billboard US Afrobeat Songs chart. Number 1 with Chanel and Dynamite debuted at number 2. Top 2 highest debuting songs of 2025. Tyla flopping in the same sentence? Where? Chanel debuts at number 5 on the Billboard World Digital Song Sales chart and marks her highest and biggest solo debut. This is important, right? Because it marks her advancements in pure sales. So she debuted at number 5 around the world on Billboard's global digital song sales chart. So it was the 5th most bought song around the world. It marks her highest and biggest solo debut. So to Tyla fans, that means to make sure to keep buying her songs in the first week of its being out so that you guys can debut higher and higher on Billboard's digital song sales charts. Chanel becomes the first number 1 debut in Billboard's US Afrobeat Songs chart history, in all of the history of that chart. Chanel has now charted in 30 countries on iTunes in all genres around the world. It might be even more than that by the time you're seeing this video, but that means that once again her sales are doing well on iTunes. So in which country did you guys buy Chanel on iTunes? Okay, so here are some official charts in her first week after all of the sales and streams. So it debuted at number 25 on the Australia ARIA Hip Hop and R&B Singles chart. So what, they don't have a Afrobeat chart or nothing for African music, but she's debuting in Australia, so that's really good. Chanel debuts at number 17 on the New Zealand Hot 40 Singles chart. It's her 16th entry. Dope. New Zealand, that's amazing. On the Billboard World Albums chart, Tyla remains at number 7, moving up 2 spots. Tyla, it's been charting for 84 weeks, 52 weeks within the top 5, and it peaked at number 1 for 5 weeks. It is the highest album among African artists at this time. It extends its record as the longest running album by a female African artist. Tyla fans, y'all is eating. We're gonna get into some streaming numbers first, so I know this is a lot of numbers talking stuff like that, but y'all know I love me some charts information, so I want to teach you guys. So we are going to get to streams and then we'll wrap up. So Tyla's Chanel has now charted in 60 countries on Apple Music of all genres, right? 60 countries around the world. That's good. AP no VV. Now here are some streaming stats. It earned 1.03 million streams in its first day of being out. Tyla now holds the top 3 biggest weekly streaming debuts for a solo song by a female African artist in Spotify history. Is It, in its first week, got 6.2 million, right, around the world. Art got 4.8 million on Spotify around the world. And Chanel got 4.6 million around the world. So it is her top 3. But Tyla fans, you want to make sure that any new song she comes out, it goes higher and higher and higher, because that is a symbol of growth, that she's gaining more fans. So Chanel earns the biggest first week streaming debut for an Amapiano song in US history. 2.1 million streams in the United States, the biggest first week streaming for an Amapiano song in all of American history. Now I'm going to show you some first week totals. On Spotify, the partial day in its first day, 39,000, right? Day 1, 1.03 million. We saw that. Day 2, it went down to 60%, about 50%. Like, so that's like not really good, but it's whatever, because we know that songs go down, right? So it got 525.9 thousand, almost 50%. But I do think that that is a huge decrease, though, almost 50% overnight. Then it went to 474,000, went back up to 576,000, went back up to 643,000, went back up to 704,000, went back down to 677,000. And in the first week, it got 4.86 million streams. So it was a bit of a roller coaster, but in its first week, right, we said 4.6. Here is its second week. Here is day 8, 655,000. Day 9, down 523,000. Day 10, down again 490,000. Day 11, up a little bit, 575.1 thousand. Back up on day 12 to 605.9 thousand. And day 13, up 642,000, plus 6%. So currently, at the time of this recording, it has 8.1 million streams. It's definitely probably going to reach 10 million, 15 million by the time you see this video, though. But the most important thing is that you guys continue to promote the song and, you know, just have fun with it. I think this is a really good song, a really fun song. I know a remix is coming. Tyla has been teasing it, and man, Party Next Door is already on the song. But I mean, there's only one person and one person only that I can see on the remix to that song. And if you got to the end of this video, I need you to put that person's name in the comments, okay? So make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, put any comments, questions, or concerns, put your review of the song on a scale of 1 to 5. How much do you like the song? 1 being trash, 5 being the best. I can't wait to see you guys' feedback, and I can't wait to see you in more of my Tyla videos because they are coming, right? I'm going to record it literally right now. So I will see you very soon. Peace.
It's your girl Vina Love, the Harlem Princess, your favorite princess, and this is Destiny Below.
Period.